going on, guys? Ethan and Steve here, and here is another Tech Tip Tuesday. And today we're going to talk about lighting, vehicle lighting, like headlights and fog lights and those style of lights. We have some new product in the store. As of last week, we have some product we've carried for years that is tried and true. And we're just going to give you a quick tutorial on why you should upgrade your headlight bulbs, what they can do for you, what we can offer you, and what the benefits of them are. And then we'll talk a little bit about the labor side of things. It's pretty quick explanation on that. So as you can see, we have a lighting set up on our table, brought to you by yours truly behind the camera, Andrew. Big shout out to Andrew. We give him a little golf clap. And anyways, yeah, so that's what we have for you on today's Tech Tip Tuesday. Where do you want to start at, Steve?
Let's talk about where lighting started.
Yeah.
At the beginning. So halogen bulbs
back
are...
to the dinosaur.
Yeah, back to the dinosaur days. So a lot of you people out there, ladies and gentlemen, have just standard halogen bulbs. You know, so they are the very dimly, poorly lit, yellow,
can't really see
dingy
well.
light, can't see well. Really unsafe, to be completely honest with you. So regardless of what anybody says, it is really unsafe to be driving around with these type of headlights because you really can't see at night.
Yeah. And there's still a ton of vehicles on the road that have factory halogens, even brand new vehicles. Now, some of the newer vehicles are coming with factory HIDs or LED upgrade options, but it's a very small percentage, I would say, still.
Very small.
And rule of thumb, real quick, another tidbit. Manufacturers, rule of thumb, manufacturers are 8 to 10 years back due on technology. So same thing with Bluetooth and Apple CarPlay and stuff we've had for years, remote starts and you name it. So the list goes on. They're 8 to 10 years back on getting those technologies in the vehicle from the manufacturer themselves.
Yeah, so they've had HID now for a long time. So obviously HID is going to be obviously a little bit brighter, very expensive option from the factory as well.
Yes.
To have. And
usually comes with other things.
Exactly, absolutely. Yep. And then, just like Ethan said, we're talking, they're always behind. So HIDs really to us is really those are like dinosaurs to us now, really.
Yeah, they're phasing out. They have a unique look. They're still better than your halogen bulbs, as you can see right here. But they're starting to phase out in our aftermarket world. But if you're going for that look, they're still a great option, still better than your halogen. But really where it's at is where we're going next is LED.
LED, yeah. So LED is going to be just massive output, just so much more light on the road, and so much more efficient, so much more reliable. We really like LED because of reliability. You're not going to have issues with them. They just work. So that's the big thing for us.
And they're efficient. They actually take less energy to run. That's, businesses, houses, most of your bulbs you get at Home Depot or Lowe's or your local hardware stores is, LED bulbs now. So, that's you can see the difference. We have this display in store. So come in store if you're local and come check this out in person. I don't know how the video footage is doing it any justice. But yeah.
So for anybody that does have obviously halogen bulbs, we can obviously upgrade them to HIDs if you wanted to, but we really recommend LED now. And for anybody that has HIDs, we also have an option now to upgrade you to LEDs.
Yes, we're going to talk about that. That's why we have this vehicle in the background. But yeah, I just as a real quick personal example, I drove the mother-in-law's vehicle one day. She had the automatic headlights. It's a newer vehicle, not brand new, but new enough. And I literally had to get out and walk around the front of the vehicle to see if the headlights were on. Yeah. Because I'm so used to driving my vehicles with HIDs or LEDs, hence because, I work here. But yeah, so, and it's really, it's a lot safer. So, and they are legal to have. There's certain stipulations that, each state or city is going to have its own spiels about. But as long as you don't get the bright blue color, especially with the HIDs or, purple and HIDs, those are definitely illegal here in the state of Virginia. But LEDs, it's usually just a bright white. So. Yeah, so a lot of vehicles, like this Cadillac Escalade, this is an 08 by the way, came factory with HIDs. So that was a big thing back then, a factory option at HIDs when that vehicle was new was pretty pricey. But even so, I was still not as satisfied with the HIDs, and we found, and that's our newer brand that we just brought in. That's why I mentioned at the beginning of this Tech Tip Tuesday video. We brought in Lucas Lighting. It's a newer company based out of California. Actually, the guy that started Lucas Lighting owns a 12-volt mobile electronics or car stereo vehicle enhancement facility, just like Soundwave Customs. So he saw there was a demand for a certain style of lighting in this industry and for you guys as consumers. And he came out with Lucas Lighting. and you know, it's awesome so far. You know, it's still newer to Soundwave Customs, but we put it, you know, in my personal vehicle. They sent us some demo ones, and it's been impressive. I've had them for a little over a week, and you know, just the driving experience, the brightness, the safety is by far phenomenal compared to the HIDs. And I had some aftermarket HIDs in there as well, so not even the factory Cadillac HID. So and so far, you know, I haven't gave it the long-term test, but I've talked to a lot of industry friends that have used Lucas for a little longer than we have used it here at Soundwave Customs, and you know, they really back it. I think it's 3-year warranty on their stuff as well. So yeah, you know, you can't beat 3 years.
And it works in the projector housing, which
Yes.
is huge. So.
Yeah, and a lot of you've read on forums and stuff like that. I'll walk up to the camera. Projector housings, LEDs can, you know, get hot and melt or cause your housing to bubble. These are certified to work in projector housing, so that's another big thing. Let me take this out of the box, and this is actually a D2S, but they're all similar. So in that Escalade, if you want to be politically correct, it's a D1S ball, but we have the D1S converters, D2S, D3S, D4S, D5S. They're all here in stock. So you still have to have the factory ballast. This goes in line with the factory ballast. If your factory ballast is bad, this will not work, but we could get you a new factory HID ballast as well. And this converter from HID to LED. And I guess you want to show them what it looks like, or?
Yeah.
So yeah, Lucas Lighting's new, and then we'll have Steve talk about some other stuff for European options, like some Volkswagen and stuff like that. But we'll show you these guys, and they're bright. Yeah. So
That's LEDs at the top too, so those are even brighter.
let me get this water up here, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know how the video does it much justice, but they're you know, big improvement from the HIDs I had in here, and I'm impressed. I love them. Like I said, we have them in stock now. 3-year warranty on them as well. So yeah. We got those. Of course, we have our tried and true brand as well, Heist Lighting. We do a lot of Heist Lighting.
So this is going to be your direct replacement for your halogen bulbs, direct fit, plug and play, 3-year warranty as well. The other cool thing with these is that you have the option of either doing the white, either the standard white LED, or you also have the option of
Watch your eyes.
tinting these as well. They're super bright. So that's just
that's the
straight
white.
You have a blue tint that we can add, which adds some blue tint to the light if you prefer the HID look, and then we also have the yellow, which is super popular for fog lights and things like that, kind of a JDM Euro design, if you will.
Yep.
And they do work well in the rain, which it's rainy right now.
I can't see anything, so I don't know if it's raining. Yeah. But so they come with the sleeves. I don't know, you see that on camera. The yellow and the blue sleeves come in the Heist LED. Yeah. Every box comes with those, so you can, you know, have us change those. Those are our standard, you know, tried and true LEDs as well. And then what else we got?
For anybody out there that's a Volkswagen guy, anything like that, we're seeing spots right now, but if you're a Volkswagen guy, we do have options for you guys too. Some of these are very specifically fit for Volkswagen, so these are really neat. These are direct fit. These are drop them right in. Really, really cool.
The unique part on these guys is these little nipples right here, if you will. These are actually push pin, so they actually click and lock in. So a very unique design. You have to have the direct replacements for certain Volkswagens. So we do have those in stock here at Soundwave Customs.
Low beam and high beam.
Yep. And we do have low beam and high beam.
And then we have on a lot of the LEDs too. A lot of you guys are probably nervous about error indicators, higher end cars, things like that. So far, it's been very reliable. We haven't had any real error issues. But we do also stock the decoders as well. Should you have that issue, you can plug this in line and prevent that error message you might get on your vehicle as well. And then we're going to move into LED replacement bulbs.
Yeah. So we could do, you know, dome lights. You know, we try to do. So if you do the headlights right, and maybe the fog lights, you want to do your tail lights, your turn signals, your DRLs, which is your daytime running lights, or your driving lights, your parking lights. And so we have all the different styles.
Plate lights are super.
Yeah, plate lights. Yep. And then these guys are really cool because these fit in really shallow housings. Like I know a lot of the Jeep Wranglers, especially the JLs, right? No depth in the housing for that. Yep. So even a standard LED or halogen bulb might not fit in there. So really the only thing once it plugs in is that little head right there. And they're all CAN bus bulbs, so they have chips on them, which most vehicles require nowadays. So we have all of these guys in different colors: amber, red, white, or switchbacks, which switchbacks are basically amber to white or red to white or whatever. So that's what switchbacks are. We have those all in stock as well. Labor, real quick, because we did mention that and we don't want to take up too much of your time. Labor, we just charge an hourly flat rate, and we, my technicians log everything in. We have an application in-house, because every vehicle, some vehicles you have to remove the whole bumper shell just to get to the back, just to replace a bulb, believe it or not. Some we could go in through the fender or right up under the hood, and it takes 30 minutes to replace a bulb, and we charge you accordingly. Some, if we have to pull the whole bumper shell off and the inner fender wells, we'd have to charge a couple hours for that. So that is why, obviously you guys have different year, make, and model vehicles, and that is why we have to charge hourly. We charge a fair rate, and we do lifetime warranty on our installation. So.
Yeah, and also on the turn signal bulbs, any of the stuff that's going to be amber, there's also additional labor involved for that, because we may need to add resistors so you don't get hyper flash and things like that as well. So there's a lot of layers to what goes into making these lights work in these cars properly.
Actually, I'm glad Steve brought that up. So if you're at on a public road or at a stoplight and you see some of these bulbs flashing real quick, that's what Steve just explained is hyper flash. And that means their customer probably put in some LEDs, and they probably just didn't know. Nothing wrong with that, but that's why we're here. We're experts. This is what we do. And like Steve said, you have to put an inline resistor in there to prevent that and make sure everything is copacetic. So yeah. That's pretty much what we got, I guess.
That's it for right now.
Yeah, so check out Lucas Lighting here in stock at Soundwave Customs, the area's authorized dealer. Of course, Heiss, our tried and true brand. We do still offer HIDs if you're interested in HIDs or upgrading any of your other bulbs. Like I said, it is safer, for yourself, for other drivers on the road. It's a better driving experience. Also looks cool, right? So you got that. And that's all we got this week's Tech Tip Tuesday here at Soundwave Customs. We appreciate you guys for tuning us out, or checking us out. Wow, tuning us out. Hopefully you did tune us out. We'll see you next week. Check us out on all social media at Soundwave Customs, or give us a call, 757-648-8888. We are here Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 7 p.m., or check us out at soundwavecustoms.com.